Oh, hi. Hey, come on in. It's been a while. On this episode, I want to focus on FTC and the teams that are dealing with the new FTC game Rescue. So there's a lot of things going on. The game release was back a few weeks ago on September 12th. We like the game. We've been a part of the development of the field objects, and I want to talk about some of the things that you might be interested in as an FTC team. I already had lunch. I actually stopped and got a hamburger at McDonald's. Sorry, it wasn't very healthy today. A lot of people are trying to get the NeveRest motors. Last year we had the NeveRest 40s. This year we have the NeveRest 40s and also the 60s and the 20s. The 60s have more reduction, 60 to 1, and therefore a slower speed with higher torque. The 20s have less reduction, 20 to 1, with higher speed and lower torque. The 40s, the 60s, and the 20s NeveRest are all out of stock right now, but we expect a shipment to be in at the end of this week so we can start shipping out next week, probably the 12th or 13th of October. If you notice, those NeveRest motors, at least the 20s and the 60s, had the Anderson power pole on the end of the wire, so you don't have to crimp them and you don't have to buy connectors for those motors. All of the new ones that are coming in, 40s, 20s, 60s, they all will have the Anderson power pole connectors on them. Okay, there's a couple things about this field I want to talk about. It might help you assemble your mountain better. On the side of the mountain, there are these screws here. Those are 1/4-20 self-threading screws. You might take a little bit of torque with your hand, but they will self-thread themselves into the hole on the inside of the churro. So you don't need to run a tap to thread the churro. These screws will thread themselves in there. I would recommend an assembly drill and a nut setter, or just one of your students with some good forearm muscles to thread the screw into the churro. Also, we've been asked some questions about how to tension the zip line. There's two different types of instructions that we have on the website. Go to the product page that has the Rescue game sets, click on one of those full field or half field sets, and you can find the assembly instructions underneath files and documents. There's two guides. There's an assembly guide and a field setup guide. The assembly guide really focuses on the component and subassembly instructions for each one of those items, the mountain, the beacon, and then the setup guide talks about how to integrate the mountain into your perimeter, how to run the zip line from the mountain down to the field perimeter, how to mount the beacon onto your field perimeter. So it's more so like entire field setup. So those are two different instructions that you want to check out. They're on the website here, plus there's videos that we have on this how-to pictures area. So check out the videos and the assembly instructions. A couple key things about the assembly instructions for the zip line that people were missing. Make sure that your zip line goes to the top of the screw. The bottom of the zip line, you need to extend that extension spring about 8 inches, but the line needs to be pretty tight. However, the trigger lines that are on the mountain to the zip line release don't need to be that tight. They need to be tight enough so that they actuate the trigger up, and then when the trigger goes up, it stays up. It doesn't flop back down after being released, because you want the subsequent figurines to slide down the line when those triggers are released. So the orders that we're shipping out today, October 7th, are orders that were placed September 23rd. That gives us we're about 2 weeks behind on shipping orders. I'm sorry for that delay. We do appreciate your business and your patience through this time, and we're getting orders out in the same order where they were placed. We are catching up on that, and thank you for your patience again. Our current stock of 4-inch stealth wheels are out. We've had a very high demand for those, so we're molding more. We mold those here in Kokomo. They're done domestically, so we're getting another batch made, but it'll probably be a week, maybe a week and a half before those get back in stock. So stay tuned for the stealth wheel availability. If you go to the website, you can put in email me when available on the page that has the stealth wheel on it. There's a few videos out here from the Robot in One weekend effort put on by the good guys and gals down in Florida. So check out Robot in One Weekend for the first Tech Challenge Rescue Robot. They had a lot of good insight and how to deal with the mountain and some of the things to watch for as you're designing your robot. Some of you guys and gals might already be ahead of them, but at least they've given you a good start on what to look for. We've had some requests to bring back the AndyMark goat as a mascot, so we have ordered some more stuffed animal goats to help you celebrate this year's FTC game. Maybe you can help your goat get up your mountain and score points. I don't know, but kind of a cool little thing. We're going to do this more at least once a week, so stay tuned over the next few weeks. We'll give you some more tips. Thank you and good luck. If you go to the product page that has the field components, which isn't that, it's not that.